I fluffed my hair out. Okay.
Now I gotta get them bikes up. Girl, stop.
I can't hear anything, by the way.
I mean, people are watching, so.
I'm just waiting for before I start. All right, you have to make sure to remind me, and I'm gonna minimize right now my screen.
Oh, Sunrae's live.
Wow, you're such a jerk.
Oh man.
I'm just waiting for. You're such a jerk. Are you gonna be a jerk your whole life?
Yeah. You have 5 people watching, so better say something.
All right, we're gonna get started. Who is that? Oh, I forgot the dog's in here. I shouldn't say that. She's ready to relax. Relax. No, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Janelle here. Uh-oh, she's looking around. This probably wasn't the best idea letting my dog in the room, but I'm going to recap the day before we even get started for the people who probably weren't able to make it on our Universal trip earlier today. So I did get a interactive wand today during the live stream, and it is a Death Eater wand. They have 2 different Death Eater wands. What was the other one? It was like a skull. It was like, no, that was the non-interactive. They have 2 non-interactive Death Eater wands as well as 2 interactive ones. I think the other one we saw was pretty plain. However, and it is very cold in here, so I put on my Mickey Mouse sweater. But this is the Death Eater's wand. Is my camera good on that? It's focused on the wand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need you for backup. But, okay.
The backup!
So, this is the Death Eater wand that I did choose. And with each wand comes a map. And I'll show you the map. I just want to put this back the right way so I don't mess it up because I drop things quite often. And hello, Jose. How are you guys?
Oh, you can see the chat?
I can see the chat.
Oh.
I can also see my preview, which is slowed down, so I'm trying not to, look at it. Now, this is the Hogs Mead Map that comes with the wand, as well as the other side is Diagon Alley. So this is what you get with your wand purchase. The wands are around $55 each. However, if you are an annual pass holder, you can apply your discount. And the discount took off $5.50 for me.
Which was 10%, right?
Which was 10%. So that is something to consider. I think, does Premier get a higher one?
They get 15 or 20%.
Yeah, something like that. So because I'm preferred, I got 10%, but it still helped a lot. So that is what we did today. We walked around. We used the interactive wand throughout Hogs Mead as well as Diagon Alley. And we also looked around in Seuss Landing and did a cool little train ride.
That was actually fun. I like that.
Yeah, it was actually faster than what I expected. I thought it was going to be very, very slow. But it wasn't. It was a nice pace and it was very quick. So that is what we did today. And we will be bringing this wand on our adventures. Yeah. But I'm going to put this wand somewhere safe. I'm trying to figure out what to move in my background. Probably shouldn't be moving something right now, but I just want to show you. Oh, Anna, your head is huge. Okay. But I am going to put my wand over there. But before we even get into the news that we will be covering, I do want to thank my Patreon supporters as always. So starting at the executive level, I want to thank Michael Parker Jr. And then at the supporter level, I want to thank Janelle, Tom Arnold, Jill C., and our newest one is the RC family.
RC family in the house.
See, I was right. I was tempted to say something else. I was tempted to pronounce it the wrong way. But I stopped myself. Look at that. So I want to thank all my Patreon supporters. And hi, Alice. I hope you had a great day at work today. Say hi to Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Alice is here now.
How was work?
I know she wasn't able to join us earlier today because she's at work. Don't make sudden movement. She's getting too excited.
Very bitey.
Yes, my dog is in here and she's very excited. So I'm not trying to make any sudden movements because she might knock over the tripod. Yeah, be careful, girl.
Can we put her outside?
Oh, look at her ears. Look how she looks. She's like, you already did me.
Okay, sit down.
Oh, maybe you'll say hi. Are you gonna say hi?
No.
Look at her face. Are you gonna say hi?
I don't like people.
Are you gonna say hi, big ears? Oh my goodness, you're so like ungraceful. Well, we're happy to hear your briefing ended early. We did thank you. Oh my goodness, dog. Please do not knock over this juice. Oh, you kind of saw her with her ears. And Landon, sorry I can make the truth. We had a good day. Landon, we had a nice day.
It was hot.
Yes, it was long and hot.
Like Alice's day.
Like Alice's day. It was a little long and hot, just like your day, Alice. But we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can't complain. We were in Diagon Alley in Hogs Mead.
And we were doing something like we have never done. And that was one of the only things we haven't done at Universal.
We did the choose your one thing too, so let them know they can ask questions though.
Oh, and throughout this live stream, you can ask questions in the chat.
3, 2, 1. We're live. Stop hitting the thing.
You're so.
This intern is horrible.
Yes, my dog. In case you guys get a little shaky, it's her tail. For some reason, she wants to sit right next to the tripod. I don't know why, but she wants to sit there. But throughout the news updates, you guys ask questions. I will stop and answer them when we're doing the topics. And I will also pause so you guys can ask me some questions if you have any.
What are some of the topics we're going to go into?
So some of the topics we're going to go into is like the Splash Mountain log sinking. I actually saw the videos from that and it was like pretty crazy, but okay, Michael's telling me to keep going. We're also going to go over the annual pass holder discounts for Shop Disney. Another thing we are going to go over is the quarterly report that Disney released, as well as some rumors and a little bit of Universal updates as well. So it's not all Disney, but majority of it is Disney. So we are now going to start with the Disney news. So, hold on before I even start. I told you guys I'll read comments. And Landon said he has the Sirius Black Swan from Wizarding World. I don't even know what that one looks like.
I didn't see that one today, but I know they had it.
Yeah, I know
the Sirius Black is a pretty popular character.
Yeah, I know the guy mentioned it, but we mainly looked at Death Eaters the most and like Bellatrix. So I probably should have took a picture because it actually has each of the names so I can remember it. Anyways, now on to the Disney news. So the first thing on our agenda, thank you to my lovely news director, we are going to discuss Splash Mountain. So recently, Splash Mountain had a nice little sinking on their coaster. It was closed down, but it looks like the log sunk with guests actually inside it. And I did see like a clip from Instagram and you see people sitting there. But we want to follow that up with, it was also another incident with Jungle Cruise sinking. So I don't know if anyone heard about that.
That was before the closure.
Yes, that was before the closure. I think my news director needs to come here then because he's making all these silly faces. I wish you guys can see it. But that is the first thing on our thing. And the person who tweeted it, how do you even pronounce her username? Skylar Ringrose? Is that the Yeah, that's her Twitter handle. I don't know what that means. But she tweeted, "We got out of our boat because it was sinking while we were stuck there. And the Walt Disney employee decided to tell us that we should have stayed in the boat. But it went under as soon as we stepped out." Nice. And then she put hashtag Disney World, hashtag Splash Mountain, hashtag Magic Kingdom, hashtag Disney, not okay. So I want to know if you guys even heard anything about this recent news or if you even seen the videos. So I'll let you guys stop because I know it is a delay. So I'm going to let you guys comment below and tell me if you heard it. And
I mean, I think it's going to a bigger topic about were they maintaining the rides while the closure was going on? Because People Mover is still down. Primeval World has been shut down permanently, and Primeval World is a ride that had multiple safety issues on it as well. So,
and then you got to remember Carousel
Progress was down, yeah.
It's quite a few things that are. It's weird that they're breaking down so soon, but you got to think too. Is it because they are running the rides even more now because they're doing social distancing? Yes, the crowd levels are down, but they're also skipping rows. So essentially, you're possibly running the ride more times than you usually do. Because remember, they're used to packing us in there like little rats. Mm-hmm. So that might contribute to it, but it also brings into was things being maintained. The Splash Mountain has had several issues since the reopening of MK. I think People Mover is getting an update technology-wise. That's what Landon said.
Well, I know, and yeah, I've heard that, Landon. One of the things I've heard is that they needed a part from, I think it was Norway. It was a Scandinavian country they needed the part from for the People Mover. And that's one of the main reasons that the People Mover hasn't opened yet, because there's kind of an issue with the whole COVID and travels and all that stuff. So, also another thing that I heard about People Mover is that it's a ride that when you shut it down, it takes a while for that ride to get up and running. So some people have postulated that because they have to shut the rides down to clean them every 2 hours and then run them, that it may be so hard for Disney to be able to turn these rides, get the rides back and running. I mean, Rise of Resistance has had constant issues. And it's constant issues since they even opened. And also they think that Disney's trying to focus on their e-ticket attraction Universal is doing. But we get that, because Universal's closed on some of the attractions that are not considered e-ticket, that have not done so well. And we'll talk about that a little bit later in the stream, but...
And then Jose said, "To be honest, I think I would have stayed in the boat while it sunk. I heard the people on the Jungle Cruise certainly left the park happy that day." So would you have stayed in the boat or would you have got out?
Yeah, I agree with Jose.
You would have stayed?
Yeah. It's the same thing of being on Space Mountain with the lights on. I was in a jungle boat, or I was in a log flume and it sunk. It's just something cool.
Yeah.
It's like my wants to see a tornado. It's like my wants to be in a hurricane. To say you did it.
I think, yeah. I feel like they were told to stay in there due to safety, and I know he should be on the news segment, at least. He should at least pop his head
I'm on the live streams.
But do you even pop your head in? Do you guys even know what he looks like? No. You're like that. He's like that cartoon character whose head is always cut off. You just hear their voice. Maybe he'll jump in later today. Come on, you gotta jump in at least for a few minutes.
I'm playing with the puppy.
Oh, now he's blaming the puppy.
So what's the next thing that we're going to talk about? Come on, news person.
Oh my goodness. I gotta get a new news director. You're kind of mean. Look at this. You got your intern hitting the tripod. All right. Next up on the list is the Walt Disney World annual pass holder discount. So Shop Disney will be offering 30% off of things until August 14th. Now, things that are included is site-wide. However, things that I know you can like combine the discounts, like so the free shipping discount, you can combine it with your annual pass. And if you are a D23 member, you can get your discount along with your annual pass discount. So those are things that you can do with that 30% off. So if you haven't got anything from Shop Disney yet, I would recommend doing so. I do know some people were stating online that it is going to ask you to verify your annual pass holder.
Because there's a barcode.
Yeah, so you have to make sure on your My Experience account you have that annual pass like linked because they're using that. And it says, to be honest, these rides have never had a rest for a long time since they opened, let alone 3 months. This is definitely a cost breakdown issues. So Jose, I also agree on that one because they never rest. Disney is up 365 days. It's never like some kind of off season.
I mean, the monorails maybe like during normal operations didn't run for 4 hours a day. So they're running 20 hours a day, and they're ancient dinosaur monorails. So,
and yes, people are also. This is going into merch. We're touching on a little merch. People are going super crazy over the Haunted Mansion Crocs. Now, I didn't know there were Haunted Mansion Crocs until I jumped on Instagram, and you just put this in the update. I heard they were literally sold out within two or 3 hours. And I heard they're adding more Haunted Mansion little Crocs, I guess. I didn't even know this was a thing with making it for attractions now. I always knew they had the Disney Crocs that were either white or that neon yellowish green. So this is some of the new merch that is at Walt Disney World, along with the new face masks. So they have the Together Again face mask in pink as well as in blue. So they match both the shirts. They have a tie-dye Mickey, and then they brought some of the attraction face mask as well to Walt Disney World. Now, we are going to talk briefly about the resorts. Now, I know you guys tuned in to our resort live stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We stayed at Saratoga, and I liked it a lot. How did you like Saratoga?
I gave it a 9.5 out of 10.
Oh, wow. 9.5?
Yeah.
Same with the Tower of Terror ears. They sold out super fast.
They've been bringing them back, Jose. I've seen people been able to get them.
Yeah. So they added more Tower of Terror ears. So hopefully when you're here, you're able to snag one. But those are really, these two items are starting to become the really like hot items, as well as the Disney Up ears. That is really popular as well. It was sold out in one day or within a day. And that was really crazy. But when we start talking about Disney resorts, a few have still opened up on schedule. One being Caribbean Beach. I think they were scheduled for July 29th. And they were able to open on time. And the resort, I was very surprised. Okay. Oh my goodness, my news director is rude. But when we're talking about the resorts, back to Caribbean Beach. Caribbean Beach was pretty busy, which I was a little surprised about, as well as when we took our little Skyliner tour. We went to Pop Century, and that was also pretty busy. So it's good to see the resorts are busy. However, Polynesian has set back their opening to August 12th. Yes, it is currently open to only DVC members.
No, they were supposed to open up August 12th. They're not opening up on October what? What do I have on there?
You have October 4th, but
Exactly.
they're only open till DVC right now.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I'm scared now. I'm kind of scared. So they were originally going to open up to everyone August 12th. However, they are now opening October 4th to everyone. Now, we did go into Polynesian and we were able to see some of the things going on in there. But again, only DVC members are able to stay at the Poly. Another resort that was set back is the Art of Animation. And the Art of Animation 2 was scheduled to open on August 12th. However, they will not be opening until November 1st. So that is something to know. The definition, they definitely is on Lisa shopping list. I have to stop too to make sure I see everything. Janelle said, at Disneyland, the Jungle Cruise wishables are selling out fast. I saw that you purchased some of those wishables. How do you like them? I'm always afraid to purchase the smaller, like plushy, like squishy things because of my dog. Because she's going to eat it. But I've noticed a lot of people were buying a lot of those Jungle Cruise wishables. They have the face mask now while I got to get one. Yes, they have a Haunted Mansion face mask, Alice, as well as It's a Small World. They have a Tiki Room. They have a Space Mountain now, too, face mask. They have quite a few different ones. But I know It's a Small World, Tiki Room. They have a tie-dye. And I feel like I'm missing one. And something that, oh yeah, the Together Again. So they have the shirt that you wanted. They have the Together Again face mask in blue as well as in pink. Now the last on our resort listing, we have the Boardwalk and Beach Clubs. Now those opening dates have actually been removed completely. So there are no... Are you okay?
As has Port Orleans. I forgot to put in there.
Port Orleans is also not listed. These resorts. Okay. You can go sit down. Thank you. Thank you for your kisses. She's bothering me. So those 3 resorts have no reopening dates. However, we're still holding out hope for the Polynesian as well as the Art of Animation. Because on my list, I want to stay at the Poly. We're going to keep our fingers crossed on that one. So next on the news list, honestly, let me check the comments first before I leave. But I saw Janelle said, I honestly had no clue what they even were. Oh, but I saw families going in there grabbing like 10 wishables a piece. So if you guys don't know what the wishables are, they're just like a really, really, really small, squishy, like mini plush. They're really soft and they come in a package because they're kind of like plushes they're like mystery plushes basically. So you'll see the 5 that you can possibly get. And then people buy a whole bunch of packs because they want to collect all 5. Or you'll see people like kind of like touching the like packaging to try to like figure out like what is what. So I don't know. I haven't really got into those. They're really cute. And I like the ones you can just buy like without it being a mystery. But I haven't really got into it. So Janelle, you have to tell me if you like them and if they're like really cute, as cute as I think they are. And Theme Park Vets, hi. And Michael Disney Lover, hello. Welcome to the stream. I am so happy to see both of you. Next up on our Disney news update, we are going to talk about the quarterly reports that were released. So in quarter 3, Disney, as a company, reported they lost $4.7 billion, and the parks division lost $2 billion. However, I know I saw an article where they were saying, was it the purchases inside the park, Michael?
So per capita on the guests that are coming in the parks, per capita spending has gone up. I don't have the exact numbers, but basically they're making more money off of each guest that's coming in because the guests are spending more money on food, merchandise, and all that stuff. I think you have to keep in mind that what might be a catalyst of this is the fact that people have to wear this mask, so they're taking more and more breaks than they normally would. So they're like, okay, I'm gonna go eat, I'm gonna get a drink just so I can take this mask off, or I'm gonna go buy Splash Mountain merchandise because it's so much better.
Because it's closing.
Yeah, because it's closing. That's what I meant. So per capita spending on each guest has gone up, so it's a good sign for Disney. And then Disney Plus, all that stuff.
Yes, Disney Plus now has...
I watched the comments for you, so...
Okay, well, you're kind of... Okay, I like to watch the comments, too, because then I will know when to pause. Now, Disney Plus now has 60.5 million subscribers, which has been beating the expectations. I know there was talk of them creating another streaming service with some of the things they acquired from like Fox and so on. However, I hear there is a lot of talk with Mulan being $29.99. Now, quite a few people were voicing concerns like on Instagram and so on, which I saw, and they were wondering, is it just for a rental or if they were going to keep it? Now, Disney did say, if you purchase Mulan, that is yours to keep. But still, I honestly don't know if I'm going to actually purchase Mulan. I was very excited for the movie. It was probably, I think that was like the first live action I was actually ever excited for. However, I feel like I'm just going to wait for it to become free on Disney Plus because $29.99 is a lot for a movie I might not fully like as much. So this is Janelle. Yes, and then there is no Mushu, and the songs are not included, which I think in the first Mulan that was my favorite thing of all. Like, all the music was amazing. It was so catchy. It was so cute. And Mushu was hilarious. So, with the absence of Mushu, I was already like, but I still want to see it. And then they're not keeping the songs. Like, it's not even a musical. Like, it's not a lot of music. But I don't see myself paying $29.99 for it. I would probably consider it if it was $9.99, but the $29.99, I don't find myself actually purchasing the movie anytime soon. Now, maybe if I was having like a movie night with multiple people and then we all wanted to watch it, but yeah, I'm not going to be purchasing Mulan anytime soon. So I do want to hear you guys' comments because I know quite a few of my Sunraes are Disney Plus subscribers and users. So tell me if you would purchase.
All hell Palpatine. Yeah, I like that.
Get this out of here.
I'm setting the props up.
You are beyond rude. You really are. Like, please. So tell me if if you're gonna purchase Mulan, because I really want to know.
No.
What are some of, if you purchase it, what's your reason for purchasing it? Because I don't see it.
Michael Parker Jr.
It says, I've heard they blocked the windows at the Splash Mountain merch shop and has been closed. Have you heard anything on
Yes. It's called the Briar Patch. They have basically boarded up the windows, closed the shop down. I don't know why they did it. My guess is that all the merch has been sold. And with the whole pandemic, the supply lines have seriously been strained. And Disney merchandise was one of those things that's a problem. So what it's going to come down to is the fact that the supply lines have been kind of strained. Disney can't get the merch in like they used to. So they basically sold all of their merchandise that they had up front and their reserve merchandise on Splash Mountain. So
I agree. They sold that pretty fast though, because it was a lot of eBayers getting Splash Mountain merch. Like, people were taking like huge bags.
I'm getting into that.
No, you're not.
There's paper in that.
No, you're not. We're not those people. Aladdin was and is the best live action remake.
Wasn't that? Oh,
Jose. I'm trying to think. I might have to agree. I didn't care for Beauty and the Beast.
I like Lion King.
Her singing was like... You like Lion King?
Yeah. But Beauty and the Beast, the cold never bothered me anyway.
Anyways, you mess up every Disney song on purpose. You just have to. Yeah. I didn't like Beauty and the Beast. Well, I mean... Maleficent was her own movie though, so really can't even say that was like a Sleeping Beauty.
Well, so if that's considered,
if we're including Maleficent, then I think
Maleficent would be my favorite then.
Yeah,
but I mean, Aladdin does have Will Smith in there, so, and I'm a big fan of entanglements.
Can you stop? Don't wear it out. You're so annoying. As a family, we have free green. I'm sure we're gonna purchase it after a little bit.
Well, did you explain how they own it then?
Yes.
So you own it and you can keep it on Disney Plus and as long as you have Disney Plus. So essentially what that means is you have to keep paying your membership.
Yes, that's
for
what I was
Disney
going to
Plus.
say. Like, that makes... See, it's different from if you bought it from Apple. It just stays on your account. You're not paying a fee. You own it. That digital download. However, let's say you say, I don't want Disney Plus anymore. So then you lose $29.99.
Yeah, we ain't bought that in this house.
So I don't see myself paying for that, because if one day I decide not to want it, then that means I don't even own a movie. And I feel like you're better off just buying the movie.
And Jane L said, haha, entanglements.
Oh my God. Encouraging the foolishness. My news director is just, goodness.
I was thinking we should lower the lights, turn the Sith light on, and we can have a good rumor talk. Play some Sith meditation music. Okay, whatever.
We're not in a cult, so...
I mean, Sunraes were all cult. And I'm like the leader. I'm like David Duke.
What are you talking about? If you want to come do this, I can go eat my pizza. Yeah, you should see what face he made to me. I actually made pizza right before this. I can't enjoy it.
So what's some other news? I don't know what you're doing here.
So we are now moving over to the rumors. Go ahead, do your music, because it's not copyrighted.
Oh, Janelle said this red table talk.
Or black table talk, because this table's black. We can do that. Lion King was great, but it was all CGI, not really live action per se.
Let me go get my fake tears in, and then I can sit there looking mad.
Jose, I agree though. That's why I didn't include it, because it was actually animals. They CGI some animals, so is it really live action?
But was it Donald Glover was in there?
Yeah, Childish Gambino.
Oh.
That's also his.
You think the Pinocchio remake will be good?
Oh, they're remaking Pinocchio?
That's gonna have to go to you, because I've never seen Pinocchio in the first place. So, isn't he like a lawyer? So he lies all the time?
I want to be a real boy.
Yeah.
His nose grows when he lies. That's so weird. That was a weird.
I thought that got shelved. Actually, let me Google that real quick, Mr. Parker.
That one, because
I think Pinocchio they announced was being shelved.
Yeah, I thought that was just a rumor. I think we're going into rumor.
But then we got to pull out the Pinot Grigio.
Because I don't know. I mean, if they do make a remake.
So Tom Hanks is in early talks to play Geppetto in Disney's Pinocchio remake.
Geppetto. Geppetto.
Geppetto.
Really, go on Google that, because his name is not Geppetto. Whoa.
Geppetto.
Whoa. Can't. You guys heard that. And he's not drinking or anything. That's how he pronounced that poor man's name. Geppetto.
Geppetto.
Wow.
I didn't know Tom Hanks had white hair.
Oh, God. No, I'm laughing so hard. Yes, Jano. I am in shock that he even just uttered that out of his
I thought it was Geppetto.
Geppetto. What character?
And Michael Parker said, "Really, Mike? Say his name again, Geppetto." At first I thought I said Gestapo. I'm like, that's the same World War II movie.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I guess they're talking to bring Tom Hanks in to play Geppetto.
He can't take you nowhere. Like, this is embarrassing. Wow. Can you not?
Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy played a Detroit detective. The Eddie Murphy laugh.
Wow.
Put some respect on it.
I just can't.
We have some news here. You want me to get into? You want someone who knows what they're talking about to get into the financials?
Oh yeah, you want to get into financials. You are butchering people's names right now. I can ask you. So what other remakes are they doing?
TLC, don't go
Anyway,
chasing waterfalls.
I'm also excited for the Little Mermaid remake.
I'm not.
Why?
I'm not into redheads.
Awful remakes. We're leaving the movie remakes alone. You're not into redheads. You don't even know who's playing the Little Mermaid, do you?
I heard it was the guy who played Opie from Andy Griffith. Ron Howard.
Yeah, Ron Howard's gonna play Ariel.
It's 2020, okay?
You're an idiot. But anyway, back to Disney. Like, we're going into rumors now. Not theories.
No, these are some strong rumors.
Not theories, because you're gonna get into a theory. But anywho, everyone's laughing because you're being ridiculous. Geppetto. That'll be your new nickname. Maximilian Geppetto.
Maximilian von Klugenstein. Put some respect on it.
No, I will not. You and this dog. Tell her she can save her kisses for after the show. You and the intern. Hey.
Alice said you can still watch Pinocchio on Disney Plus, the original one.
Oh, really?
Jane said make it stop.
maybe you can watch it for once, so you can.
I went to law school. I don't
so
need
you can hear his
but
name.
I don't need to see any more people that lie. So.
Anyways, so the biggest Disney rumor that is out currently is that many people are speculating that Disney is going to only operate for 5 days a week after Labor Day. So, what are you reading? Look at Lisa. Lisa's like, wow. I know. I shake my head every...
This is Serena After Hours.
Is it really Serena After Hours, or is it Michael?
Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your girlfriend.
I think this is Michael After Hours. Very hyper. Serena After Hours is like trying to pay attention to you and a dog. I don't even know where she went.
Okay, so what are the rumors? Get into it.
Okay, so the biggest rumor is that the parks is going to start only operating for 5 days a week. Now, do you believe this rumor? Or do you think it's a strong possibility?
I think if I were a betting man, I believe that Epcot will go to a 5-day-a-week schedule. And I'll tell you this because some park leaders have been talking to... Basically, there have been some leaks that came out of Epcot that at some times of the day, which we've seen it, there are a few hundred people in the park. So Epcot is having a very hard time of maintaining any semblance of an attendance. There are times where at both Animal Kingdom and Epcot, there are more guests in the park than there are... there are more cast members working in the park than there are guests in the park. So right now, the only parks that are... The parks that are floating Disney parks right now down here, Walt Disney World, are going to be Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. Now, mind you, Magic Kingdom is also doing horrible when it comes to money. They're getting better attendance, but the only park that's keeping Disney parks afloat is Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios will run 7 days a week, so they're not gonna shut down Hollywood Studios for any part of the day. I would make Magic Kingdom will also stay open 7 days a week. I'll put money on that right now. What I believe it's going to happen is that Epcot and Animal Kingdom will both be closed 2 days a week. And I would make it my guess that it'd be something along the lines of what Universal is being rumored to do with Universal Studios, which is that park would be closed Monday, Tuesday. So I believe that they could alternate. They could alternate Monday, Tuesday for Epcot closed, Wednesday, Thursday for Animal Kingdom. Yeah. They're going to keep those parks open on the weekend.
I can see that.
Once Labor Day comes and the kids go back to school, and here's the big fear that everyone's talking about is that second wave. So we're not even through a first wave of COVID right now. So hey Candy C, how are you? So we're not even through our first wave of COVID, and there's a big fear that a second wave is going to come with the flu season. So attendance is going to drop significantly with the schools being back open in Florida. So people aren't going to be coming to do their trips like they are going to. And another thing that Bob Chapek talked about in the briefing, which was they had higher expectations of people coming to the park because they had so many reservations at resorts and all this stuff. But here's the thing. Those were before the spike in cases that we had in Florida. So when people started to see these cases spike, and these cases spiked like one or two weeks before the parks opened. Actually, I think it was like 3 weeks. Actually, about 3 weeks or a month, we had a big spike in cases, and it continued to grow down here, and especially in Central Florida. What Bob Chapek said was that people saw this, and they just had a rash of cancellations. So the resorts had cancellations, the parks, all that stuff. And that's what really dropped the attendance. So they really underexceeded their expectations. So I think if you're planning a trip to Disney, if you're staying on property at a Disney resort, I wouldn't worry because you'll have access to Hollywood Studios. And you'll have access to Magic Kingdom. But once they do this, it's a rumor, but it's very strong because it's going to the fact that there have been what they are calling auditors coming into Disney departments, people in suits asking how many people are working in this department, and that plays into the next rumor, which is that there have been layoffs already in Epcot. These are not Disney layoffs; these are third-party layoffs. We saw it in Morocco. They actually closed down.
I don't even remember the name. It's the sit-down restaurant.
So they closed the sit-down restaurant
that is right before you. You
Morocco.
Know by the fountain. It's like to your right.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact name, but that restaurant is just closed. One day it was open, and then the next day, everything was shuttered. So and it has a "sorry, we are closed" sign on it.
This is going into the second rumor, which is Universal and Disney compete, okay? And when Disney does something, Universal follows. When Universal does something, Disney follows. So you have to remember that while Universal may not be as big as Disney when it comes to the theme park industry, they are their competitors. And what's good for one is good for the other. Meaning, if Universal is having such a hard time that they are laying people off, and I'll tell you, there are days where I see Universal has a lot more people in their parks than Disney.
Yeah.
You can't compete it. Disney, Universal Islands of Adventure probably has 8 times what Epcot would have, and yet it's a smaller park, cheaper to run. So Universal has had 2 layoffs already. 2 rounds of layoffs. They just announced their second round on Monday, I think.
Yeah.
What's coming out, and this is coming leaked from in the company, so these are all leaks. These are, take them with a grain of salt. But I mean, when you see these financials come out of these $1 billion losses, what you're going to see is you're going to see permanent layoffs from Disney. Disney has laid off people in 2001 after the September 11th attacks. They also laid people off in 2009. But you have to remember, those instances were a lot less dire than what it is going on right now with COVID. People don't want to travel. There's so much uncertainty, and the economy is completely crashed. It's not crashed, but the economy is not doing well at all. People are hurting. People don't have jobs. So what's going to happen is you're going to see major layoffs coming from Disney in the next few weeks. And what people are saying, they're not just talking about hundreds. They're not talking about 500, 600. They're talking about 5,000 to 10,000 employees of cast members being laid off. And that would make sense with the fact that they are going to be operating these parks at less and less days than what they normally do. So, what do you think? And what do you think about this? Give us your opinions.
Please
Have you heard any of these? Yeah, we want to have a good conversation with you. But I think the fact of the matter is Disney is hurting very bad. And they actually yesterday had to extend the closure of their cruises all the way till November 1st. So the cruise line, they've been building cruises. Good night, Alice.
Good night,
Have a good day tomorrow.
Thank you for tuning in. We're always happy to see you.
The cruises have been idled since March. They have poured a lot of money into new ships, and those things are just sitting there. I mean, the money that Disney is bleeding is really bad. Disney Plus has done well, but you know what Disney did not talk about was the fact of how many people sign up for free trials for Hamilton. And once they watched Hamilton, there's been mass amounts of...
They eliminated that during Hamilton.
What?
Free trials.
Well, what I've been hearing is that they had a massive amount of cancellations.
Well, people paid the $7.99 for Disney Plus, but after they paid for that month, they probably canceled it. But at that time, they knew people were going to... Hamilton was popular, so they knew to suspend the free trial. So the free trial was suspended, and they did have a rush of people, buy into that month, but then people canceled. Well, thank you about the sweater. And Jose said SeaWorld and Legoland are not open every day.
That's true.
And neither is Busch Gardens.
No.
Those places are not open. They have certain days they're open. And I think SeaWorld just started to open back up on Thursdays.
Teal says she's so late she has to watch it. All you missed was me calling Geppetto Pinocchio. Whatever that character is.
Let's not start.
Here's the other thing that's being talked about is the Disney board of directors and the shareholders are laying this blame at the feet of Bob Iger. So you have to remember, Bob Iger is the one who purchased 20th Century Fox, which that's coming out to be not a really good deal right now for Disney. He's also purchased Star Wars. He put Kathleen Kennedy in charge of Lucasfilm, and that has not gone well at all. They spent $4 billion on Star Wars, and they have not even begun close to even breaking even on Star Wars. So, right now, Bob Iger is like an executive chairman, but there's people who believe that he's gonna have to he's gonna be fired from his position, and they're talking about making him pay back his bonuses and all that stuff. So Bob Iger's on the hot seat right now.
Ooh, that would man.
So is Kathleen Kennedy.
You know how many bonuses this guy got?
A lot.
You know how much stock he was like given as a bonus? Oh, that is terrible. That would suck. They would take all their stock and everything back because that was part of some of his bonuses.
Yeah, Teal, they spent $4 billion to purchase Star Wars and like basically Lucasfilm, so
yeah,
which also included Indiana Jones as well, but there's been nothing new with Indiana Jones,
which is crazy.
Disney's in a very bad position.
Yeah, their Indiana Jones in Disneyland is, I hear, amazing.
It's basically a dinosaur from what I've heard.
Yeah, I know, just because you mentioned Indiana.
Petto. Petto.
I think he likes the other way.
Petto. Sounds French. I'm very cultured.
Are you?
Very cultured.
What did you call him before?
Ghetto.
Yeah, that's what you called him. Ghetto. It's like a French word for just ghetto. Like, you're rude. You butchered that man's name. So now...
I think you gotta get into some Universal news now.
Yeah, since you kind of intertwined Universal in there with their rumors. But
so Candy C, remember, what we talked about are just rumors.
Yeah, these are just like rumors. These are rumors that people have been saying because other theme parks have been doing it already. So Seaworld is currently doing it. I know Seaworld, didn't they open up for their fireworks starting Thursday? Or they claimed they were going to start opening up Thursdays, which they're normally closed, until September.
They are open.
Yeah, they're opening.
So they're only closed one day a week now.
Yeah, now they're closed one day a week. Is normally 2. Even before that, I think it was like 2 or 3. So SeaWorld does it. Like Jose said, Legoland does it. I've never been to Legoland.
No. And you know Legoland, you don't have to wear a mask?
I heard, that's what I was going to say.
Tell them that.
And then I was like, I heard at
I'm
Legoland.
Batman.
What?
Some guy has on there on YouTube right now. I'm Batman.
Wow.
I'm Ghetto.
Oh gosh. Our train of thought is going everywhere. But I did hear at Legoland you do not have to wear a mask, which...
Yeah.
Would you go?
I've seen, yeah.
You go?
I would.
What's at Legoland?
Rides and a bunch of Legos. It's also in the middle of nowhere.
That helped me narrow
It's kind of shiesty.
I'm really curious. I think they have a water park.
They do. I am Ashanti Diane. Hey.
Hello. Welcome to the
Mickey
show.
Girl said will not be going to Legoland.
I mean, he's a risk taker. Mickey.
I would go.
Mickey Girls. He's a risk taker.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say for my mother to go or my father. They're about old as dirt.
Oh goodness, where are we going with this? That is so rude. Yes, all I've heard is at Legoland you don't have to wear a mask. I'm like, I don't know.
Mickey Girl said, "Okay, sweater, not feeling it." You got your Red Bull in there?
No, it's
Kevin Samuels.
It's lemonade. Thank you, Mickey Girls. So next up, we're gonna just start talking about some universe.
So Lisa RC, remember this is just a rumor. You know, things can change. Disney can see a different. You know, let's say. You know, here. How's that?
Oh my goodness!
So.
You're acting like the guy from Home Improvement.
Wilson. Yeah. See, this is weird looking at the camera this way. But since the Sith Lord is in town. Okay. I want you to remember that these are just rumors and this is unsubstantiated, so don't get too sad. This is so weird looking at the camera. It's like I can't even. Don't mess with this.
You don't like this?
No.
And then when you chime in, let me sit over there and chime in. It'll distract you. Don't look at that.
Yeah, this is weird. I can't read the comments.
It's not meant for you to read it. And Lisa said, hearing this about the possible closing is sad. The pandemic is depressing. Disney makes everything better. Read one comment at a time.
I like to troll off camera.
I know you do like to troll on camera. Now it's harder.
I can't read the comments.
I mean, yes, it does. It does make everything. It's sad to hear.
Okay, so let's get to it. This is what I think will happen if anything changes. Is that basically I'm kind of flipping here with it.
He doesn't like being on camera, guys. He doesn't at all.
So do you have anything to add to this, or?
I don't know. It's good to see your face, Michael. Gino.
What up?
I mean, for me, it does sound... It is sad. However, I mean, if no one's coming, I don't know what else they could possibly do.
So here's what I'll say.
I mean, and at least it kind of helps the older cast members who...
I don't think we're ever going to get back to a Disney that we had before the pandemic unless there is a vaccine or a cure. Because the thing's not going to go away. It's a virus. It's akin to the... it's akin to a cold. So I would say that if I were to put money on it, I'd say the parks are going to close twice a week. Twice a day. Epcot and Epcot and Animal Kingdom are going to close twice, 2 days a week. Will be open 5 days a week. Universal Studios is rumored to be closing on Mondays and Tuesdays. So.
Okay. I'm sorry. I had to put someone in timeout. I have to.
Well, saying the same thing?
Yeah, I have this thing. I don't mind you guys asking questions. However, I don't know if this person is just being spam. And they sent this comment 3 times. So I love putting people in timeout.
So yeah, Universal Studios is rumored to be closing Monday and Tuesday, be open the rest of the days. So they think that Disney's going to do the same thing. I wouldn't doubt it. Those two companies mirror themselves in operations. So.
Yeah, I think she just means it's sad, though. It is. And Legoland is cool if you have small kiddos. Oh, man.
Like Rihanna. You take her there.
I kind of want to go to Legoland just to see. And then Jose said, are they doing a laser light show on the castle at closing? I've read something somewhere, but can't.
Who, Harry Potter?
I don't think he meant Harry Potter. I mean,
they do the laser show on.
No, I mean Cinderella. I think he meant Cinderella.
No, because Disney has already said they won't do anything that draws a crowd.
Okay, Jose, are you talking about Cinderella or Harry Potter? That's better to say. And yes, Jay, now he is camera shy. I will also note that Busch Gardens is doing fireworks and lasers. A firework laser show.
Yeah, we'll see
on the weekends.
Walt Disney.
And then Seaworld's just doing fireworks on the weekend. So, those two, I mean, Seaworld claims they figure out a way to keep everybody away from each other to make it safe.
They claim a lot of things.
So, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be the guinea pig to test that out.
I would do it.
I bet you would.
So, yeah, Epcot is really low attendance, as is Animal Kingdom. Yeah. All I'd say is that a good possibility they're going to be closing 2 days out of the week, and we're running 5 days a week. Hollywood and Magic Kingdom are not going to close.
And these are rumors.
Also know that Disneyland has canceled resort reservations for guests all the way up to August 29th. So.
And these are rumors.
No, August 29th.
I mean, not that part, but the close, possible closing is rumors.
Universal has closed. Fast and Furious, what?
We forget annual pass.
You can do Universal stuff.
Hey, come back. They like you here. Stop being that weird. Like I can't see you guys.
That's my persona.
Anyways, he'll be back. But on to Universal now. Starting August 10th, there will be pass holder appreciation days. So if you are currently an annual pass holder over at Universal Orlando, you will be able to get your button and your magnet. Oh my goodness, we don't have it in here. I wish I could show you guys. Well, I could possibly show you. You want to go get it?
They've already seen it.
Oh, you're so lazy. Okay, but they will be giving out a magnet as well as a button. And they also have this new popcorn bucket exclusive to annual pass holders. So the popcorn bucket is $7.99. You will be able to refill your popcorn for, I think, a small fee, but it's really cute. I'm not really into eating popcorn at the parks, but I do like popcorn buckets. So, it's like, it's iffy. And over in Studios, they have turned the Lombard's dining room just kind of like into a pass holder like mini lounge. So like over in Islands of Adventure at Convisco's Grill, they have that lounge that I took you guys. You guys saw the lounge on top of that, at the top of that restaurant, and they have a exclusive meal just for pass holders. So over there in Convisco's Grill, they had that pad thai. Can you stop? They had the pad thai dish only for pass holders, and that was exclusive just to us. So over in the Lombard's area, they have some exclusive pass holder like clam chowder.
She wants to see what the lights off, said.
Remember? Oh goodness.
What do you guys think? Yeah. Hey, stop doing that. It's like, I think the battery's dying, so.
I mean, you probably picked the. There you go. Like you picked the blinky lights. This is so unproductive. So not productive.
What else? So send us some questions, guys. I like answering questions.
And remember when Disney used to do annual pass holder events?
No, I don't.
Those were the days. What are you acting like that? We both went to pass holder events.
I was trolling. Like the 6ix9ine song Trolls.
Should I put you in timeout?
I'll go with my puppy in a corner and we'll have fun.
Yeah. And here. All the licks. Be careful. Do not do that in here. Sit in a chair because she is very excited.
She's very bitey.
So those are some of the things they are doing for annual pass holders during their appreciation day.
You gotta talk about what Bob Chapek said about the pass holders, though. Did you guys hear about? Tell him.
Oh, that news article. I want to get the exact article and read the title.
He said.
He has said.
He has said.
What he has said. Hold on. He has said what? Because I know it's gonna pop up. Oh my goodness, really, dog? You're acting like you're eating a lollipop.
She licked me like Lollipop's my favorite song from Lil Wayne, if y'all didn't know that.
Gosh.
Y'all remember Lollipop from Lil Wayne? That was a classic. That used to bump. I used to slap when I was in high school. Shows my age, huh? Like all the guys say.
You're so annoying.
Why are you putting my whole arm in your mouth? So she's pulling up an article now about what Bob Chapek said about.
I also want to.
You want to quote him? Word? I'll pull it out.
I want to say it from a reliable source, not a blog.
What about like the Sun Times that the Publix?
So Orlando Sentinel said Disney World annual pass holders feel slighted as theme parks navigate.
That's not it.
No, it's not. It is not it. I want to read you the title.
You were, what was I? So, Janelle, that came out your senior year of high school?
Don't be a bad girl. Being such a bad
I think
girl.
that came out, what was I, a sophomore?
I don't know.
Shawty wanna thug.
Can you not? Can we stay on Disney news?
Bottles in the club.
Goodness, I can't. You would know where to find it. I don't even know where we lost.
So Jose RC asked, Universal and Islands is closing 9 attractions temporarily. Yes, Jose. So let me tell you what these are, Jose. These are going to be Fast and the Furious, good. Poseidon's Fury.
I never wrote it.
Twirl and Whirl.
Don't know what that is.
The Barney Show.
Good. Oh no,
I have them in there. Could you please find them?
I like Barney though. You have all 9?
I didn't know it was 9.
I just see Fear Factor.
Fear Factor, which has been closed since the closure.
Storm Force.
Storm Force Accelerator, that's 6.
So that's it. So you got Fast and Furious, Poseidon's Fury, Fear Factor, Barney, Twirl and Hurl, and Storm Force Accelerator. I think he grazes over like the shows, but yeah.
And that's what I read from the article. Now what is that, August 9th, that those closures?
Yes, August 9th.
Mind you, these are temporary closures. So don't get too excited if you're hoping that they're going to be done with Fast and the Furious. That's not what they're saying, although I do believe that there's a possibility Fast and Furious may not open again. Although, I don't know. They spend a lot of money on that ride, if you want to call it that. I'd call it a sideshow, but
oh, goodness.
I think I like what's been being talked about, which is the British Ministry of Magic being brought to Universal Studios, where Fear Factor is. You want to get into that?
Hold on, I'm still on that article.
I found an article about it. So this is what Bob Chapek said. Lisa, RC, I agree with you. Fast and Furious is lame. Here is what was said about annual pass holders.
And who wrote that?
Why? Why?
To cite it.
It's on themeparktourist.com. It's what he said.
No, I'm just saying, it's always good to cite it for you too.
Disney is getting more revenue from valuable guests traveling in from out of town. Non-pass holders. So Bob Chapek said a pass holder will come and maybe stay 1 or 2 days at a resort. An out-of-town guest purchasing a ticket will get a 5 to 7 night stay in a resort, will spend more food at the parks, and will buy more merchandise than an annual pass holder. And I want to hear from you guys who are pass holders. How do you feel about what Bob Chapek said? Saying, basically what Bob Chapek said is that to Disney, the annual pass holders are less valuable to them as a guest than non-pass holders who are coming from out of state and who are staying 5 to 7 nights at a resort. What do you guys think about that? Because I don't think that, from a business perspective, you never stand out there and say, this person is more important than that person. When someone is giving you money, even if it's $1, come on. You never say they're less valuable than the person giving $1 million. Now you can say that in your boardroom. You can talk about it with Bob Iger and the other people who run Disney, and that's a comment I shouldn't say. I don't think that that's a correct statement, and that's why I think that you see Disney not wanting to sell new annual passes. So my question to you is, do you believe that there's a day Disney will not sell annual passes anymore?
Yes.
I don't know. It won't. Because the theme park industry, we bring our own food and drinks, yeah. The theme park industry, when resorts are having a hard time like they are now, if you look at what Universal is doing, Universal is not incentivizing theme park non-pass holder guests over pass holder guests. In fact, I think there's an argument to say that they're incentivizing pass holders because they're adding more amenities for pass holders, whereas Disney's not doing the same thing. I think what that's going to do is it's going to erode your base. The annual pass holders are a guaranteed base. But think about it. If you're a pass holder, Disney is guaranteed whatever you spend on that pass. Disney is not guaranteed that you're going to be buying the movies. You're going to get Disney Plus and all this stuff. That's the same thing with Disney Vacation Club. Disney Vacation Club is just another aspect of Disney kind of indoctrinating you into the Disney cult. I call it the Disney cult. That once they get you on that annual pass, that's kind of like your intro to it. And then you come all the time, and then you get DVC, and then you're at Disney all the time, and your whole house is full of plushes and pins and magic bands.
But that's the thing.
Henceforth, right there.
What?
Magic bands.
What?
So I think that
I don't see any magic bands.
I don't agree with Bob Chapek from a perspective of in business you like to be able to plan. Certainty is more important than maybe, hopefully. And out of town guests are hopefully. You know what I mean? Whereas annual pass holders are guaranteed. You can budget off annual pass holders. You can't budget off of non-theme park guests.
You have to remember too, just because an annual pass holder won't buy as many meals, they will come more often.
Exactly.
They're coming more often. They spend money more often.
Let's look at the RCs. We saw them in Animal Kingdom, 2-3 weeks ago? And they're already coming back.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's say you might not buy like a big meal. However, if you buy a few snacks and you have like, let's say like them. Like, let's say you have your wife, the husband, and 2 kids. They're still going to buy snacks. Someone's going to want something like a plush or a t-shirt, or everyone might get a t-shirt, let's just say, and then mom gets a pair of ears. If they come, let's say 4 times a year, you're still getting money from them. They're paying their annual pass either monthly or all in full, and they're buying merchandise. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't include when they buy merchandise online or who really just buys one thing at Disney, like one thing of merchandise. Other than him. You normally buy a few pins, you'll buy a few ears. Like, I don't understand the logic with saying, like, I want to value out of state or a non-regular.
But this comes back to why Bob Chapek is Bob Iger was not liked, but Bob Chapek was hated. And it is hated by theme park fans. Bob Chapek.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you have to remember, pass holders have, you have kids.
We're more obsessed.
Yeah, pass holders are definitely more obsessed.
Like, you put limited edition on anything, I want to buy it. Because I'm just they're going to sell it all out. Because other pass holders are going to fight for it.
It's like, why, if pass holders are not viable, why do you have a pass holder program? Why do you have a timeshare? Why do you have... Really?
Are you okay? The dog got stuck in the charger.
Exactly. Pass holders buy special event tickets.
You buy the special event tickets.
They're the ones who are buying Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yes. And let's be honest. Like, the little discount, like the $20 off isn't doing nothing. Or the $10. And let's be honest. Like, the little discount, like the $20 off isn't doing nothing. Or the $10 off. Grandma. But yeah, annual pass holders buy food. You typically go to the after hours events or the special different events. You also go to the pass holder like events when they have it and you buy stuff there. Like, it's never a time where a pass holder is not buying something.
Plus, how are you're never guaranteed that someone that visits, there's multiple times that people said, this is our one-time trip to Disney World.
Ears, plush, pins, lounge flies, every trip.
And somebody who's not coming back every year or every 3-4 years, they're not buying all that.
No, not essentially.
And they're going to stay at, when a pass holder will move up. They'll one year maybe they'll say Pop, and then maybe next year they'll say Caribbean or Port Orleans.
And you gotta take
and
into
then they'll go to Riviera.
And then the regular visitors who are not pass holders but go every few years, they may spend a lot of money, but they're not going to come during this time. They're not going to ruin their stay, their experience with Disney. It's just they're not. So those people that actually come and spend a lot of money because they come every few years, they're not going to come during this time. So now you're just banking on people that may be like first time. What is it saying? It's not receiving enough video. You're banking on people that may be first time and not going to buy as much things. You know, the people we've been seeing, the people that have been visiting, having all the family shirts. Everybody wears that same shirt, but they're not like buying anything at Disney. It's really like they're just like there to say they went to Disney. You can tell when a person's not really into Disney, but they just want to go to the theme park because...
Ding, 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 ding. Michael, quiz time.
Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna spit a quiz to you guys.
This is so awkward.
I want to see the answer in the chat. Name the city that Disney built. Name the city that Disney built.
You disrespectful for this quiz when I was talking.
Who knows? What is the city that Disney built? Rihanna? I'm going to give you guys till...
Them bubble wands are cheaping.
I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. Keep talking. Serena, I want to see if you guys can get that and I'll say who got the answer right.
You want to disrespect me like that?
2 minutes. Name the city that Disney built. And please don't cheat.
Cheat.
I'll know it, rebel skim.
Cheat.
Name the city that Disney built. I'll give you a hint. Michael Eisner played an integral role in the building of this city. It was built during the 1990s.
I tried to cheat on the test before I failed.
Yeah.
I failed at cheating on that test.
2 minutes, guys. I'll give you the answer in 2 minutes. I see Jose's got a answer in. Let's see what other people are saying. Name the city that Disney built. Michael Eisner, 1990s.
They're Googling it. Hey, Alexa.
Somebody's watching you right now. Rihanna's watching
Jesus?
you. Excuse me.
Jesus watching?
We're inclusive on this channel.
Allah.
Of all religions.
Yes.
Of all faiths.
The universe is watching me right
You guys got a minute. So keep talking.
I don't even know where I was. What were we talking about, guys? He cut me off. With his... I don't even know what's going on with the news. So I just get breaking trivia updates. Because you just strung me to somewhere else. Jada said, of course, I Googled it.
Wow.
Alexa, what is the...
Put her in timeout.
The city. I'm not putting her in timeout. Put you in timeout. My goodness. Well, while I'm still waiting for you guys, do you want to see my pins?
No.
Yes.
They all said no.
So I don't know if anyone's obsessed with pins like me, but look at this. I've been organizing my pins. Since this is like our commercial break while you guys still type in, but I've organized my pins. Very excited. And of
Before
course,
she gets into that.
Of course, limited edition. I get sucked in.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, Jose, Lisa, Janelle, and Michael Parker Jr., you are all correct. Celebration, Florida. It was built by Disney. It's incorporated, was in 1993. It's located in Osceola County, right next to Walt Disney World. And, it was actually a part of Disney property. They built it, and then they basically gave it over to the county to run, but they still run utilities, water, all that stuff for Celebration. And I know Michael Parker, you've said one day is your dream to move to Celebration. And yes, it's a very nice town. We're actually probably looking there in the future, correct, Serena?
Yes, I am.
So let me think of another Disney trivia, guys.
But yeah, these are my pins. This is a Skyliner pin. Very exclusive. You have to stay at one of the Skyliner resorts. They're giving them out at Caribbean Beach. Then here are some of my fantasy pins. And these are from Etsy. A lot of Etsy pins. And haha. Okay, if you're looking at this and you're like, oh, she kind of have a lot of pins. These are not even...
Most trivia questions start off easy, like what color is Dumbo's hat? Well, sorry, Janelle. I use the Socratic method, which is to tear you all apart.
She's a jerk, but back to pins. Because pins don't hurt. I have a Care Bear that has Michael Myers on his chest. I don't know why he's in my Disney stuff. But I hope you guys have fun with those.
Question for you guys. Here's the next Disney trivia question. I'm sure, Janelle, get your Google ready.
We're not even done with the news.
Where did Walt Disney come up with the idea of Disneyland? Let me repeat that question for you. Where did Walt Disney come up with the idea of Disneyland? I'll give you guys about a minute and a half.
Oh, goodness.
Put your answers in the chat like you did last time.
Oh, goodness.
Keep going with the.
Okay, back to the news before we were interrupted. So those were the 6 rides my news director put down. So Fast and Furious, Poseidon's Fury, Fear Factor, A Day in the Park with Barney, Twirl and Hurl, and the Storm Force Acceleration. So those will be closing starting August 9th. Now, in my opinion, a lot of people weren't using it to begin with. I mean, I haven't even done... Have you done Storm Force?
No, but you did Twirl and Hurl.
I did Twirl and Hurl?
That's the thing in studios, the Simpsons thing.
Oh, that thing is Twirl and Hurl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I mean, it's not anything, you know. I didn't even remember the name, so I guess not. So,
1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left to put the answers in.
Universal, as well as Islands of Adventure, have adjusted their time. Now, normally on the weekends, Islands is the one that's open till 7, and then Studios is the one that's open till 6. However, they took an hour away. So now the parks are closing just an hour early. Studios will be closing at 5, and it started this Sunday, and then Islands of Adventure now closes at 6. They do not extend it like they were doing before on the weekends until 7. So that's another change that came.
All right, guys. We have from Janelle said Griffith Park. Michael Parker said on a bench at Griffith Park while he watched his daughters ride the carousel. And Jose also said on a bench at a carousel in California. You guys are all correct. Yes, Griffith Park. Also, while he watched his daughters ride the carousel. So you guys are all correct. Really good job. One last question for you guys. Good job. One last question for you guys, and then she'll do whatever you want to do. I don't know. What is the name of the system of tunnels located underneath the Magic Kingdom that cast members use to go to each of the lands, the 16 lands of the Magic Kingdom? So, what is the name of the tunnel system below Magic Kingdom that cast members use to go to the 16 lands of the Magic Kingdom? Put that in chat, and in a minute and a half, we'll see what we got. Keep going.
The mouse tunnels.
That's not the answers, but please stop.
You took over my news show, so maybe I should just take over your trivia and start putting anything in the chat. Anyways, back to the news. Well, he already talked about this too. He talked about Universal laying off people this past Monday. And he talked about the rumor. I guess I shouldn't even be here. I feel like Eeyore. I guess I'll
go home.
Girls are not wanted. Well, I guess since we're doing trivia.
30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Again, what is the name of the underground tunnels at Magic Kingdom that cast members use to go to the 16 lands of the Magic Kingdom? Welcome to the Magic Kingdom monorail station, the gateway to the 16 lands of the Magic. You're incorrect. Janelle, Jose, and Michael Parker Jr. are all correct utilidors. Really good jobs. I'm sure Janelle Googled that. Right?
Has anyone ever been in there?
Yeah, have any of you guys ever been? I bet Michael has.
Yeah, Michael Parker.
Michael Parker, did you ever go into Utilidors? I've been in there once. I will say it smells like San Francisco.
How does San Francisco smell like?
Like the Utilidors.
Disrespectful.
Steve did? Oh, you had him Google it? Wow. You like a lawyer getting away from there. Yeah, Michael Parker. You worked at Tomorrowland Speedway. Wow, so she gets around the rules. It's almost you'd think Janelle is a lawyer.
She's smart. She found that loophole.
So what are some future plans for the channel? Why don't we end the night like that?
Not with the dog shaking really loud?
No.
And licking your fingers?
What are some plans? What do we got planned for tomorrow?
Oh,
I know you have a vlog coming out. Go ahead.
I can talk now?
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to do a live stream from Disney's Magic Kingdom. It is Magic Kingdom. Yes, that has a thing.
What time are you starting? It's like I'm interviewing you. So, Serena.
1 o'clock. Jeez!
1 o'clock, what? That closes at 7.
What time should I start it?
1 o'clock's good. So, tentatively, we have scheduled for tomorrow a live stream from Disney's Magic Kingdom starting at 1 o'clock. I think what we should try to do is see if in the 6 hours that we are there, if we can ride all of the rides. What do you think?
I think we should be able to ride all the rides, but we might lose them on some. So you can
To be announced, but we will be at Magic Kingdom at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Park does close at 7, so I feel like we're going to do a little something after the park closes too. So don't if you can't get there before 7, we should still be on until around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Also, I think there will be a vlog that will be released tomorrow morning around
just relax.
11 a.m.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I would hope that there's a vlog released.
I think he should just be quiet and mind his business. I've been nice enough. But so our next few days are going to look like tomorrow is Magic Kingdom, and then Saturday we will be going to Disney's Epcot, and then Sunday we are heading right back to Magic Kingdom. So we are going to have a lot of fun. So we have a Disney-packed weekend, and I'm super excited to bring each and every one of you along. Now, again, I am going to be going in the morning to Disney Springs to pick up a few things. So if there is anything you want me to pick up, like ears or a face mask or anything like that, please make sure you send that into my DMs so I can pick it up. Because I know that Together Again face mask may be at Magic Kingdom, but I'm not taking, I don't want to risk it. I'm going to go straight to Disney Springs and see first. So if you guys want any face mask, if you were looking at ears, if you were looking at a certain shirt that you can only get here or anything like that, I'm here. I am doing personal shopping now. And if you are a Patreon supporter, you do get a discount. So I will be revealing that tomorrow because I will have all my prices and everything finished. So I am excited about that. Are you excited? Yes, I'm excited. I'm Michael. All right, Michael is excited too for the personal shopping. So
time to thank our Patreon supporters for sponsoring.
Yes, I am. Oh, thank you, Tom. See, it's so weird seeing things highlighted on YouTube because normally it doesn't say that on my phone. But I want to thank each and every Patreon supporter and welcome my newest one, the RC family. So welcome to Club Sunrae. I am so happy that you guys decided to take that plunge and join. And I want to thank Michael Parker Jr. He is on the executive level. And I want to thank my supporters, Janelle. I want to thank Tom Arnold and Jill C. So, see, I said all 5 before you told me I did it. So I want to thank each and every one of you for taking that plunge and supporting in an additional way. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm extremely grateful that I have met each and every, well, we haven't met in person, but you guys have come into my life through YouTube because I'm telling you, my Sunraes are amazing. And you guys even are able to deal with Michael. So kudos to you.
Yeah, y'all chilling.
Pat on the back because, you know, he can be a little too much. He doesn't even know all the Disney movies, but you guys deal with them anyway.
You talking about I love Harry Potter. Jaws was a great movie, so was Back to the Future.
Anyways. I wish I could have recorded that face. That is why he likes being behind the camera, because he can make stupid faces at me and distract me. But again, I want to thank each and every one of my Patreon members. Thank you for joining Club Sunrae. I can't wait to give you guys more content and more fun things to do. And I want to thank also, I mean, we have to thank our one-time donors as well. Mm-hmm. Because I know earlier today, I don't think they tuned in, but I want to thank Danielle. She gave a one-time donation. Esreal23 gives his one-time donations quite often. So
he's a supporter of the channel. Yes, we appreciate that a lot.
We really do appreciate you, Esreal23. If you're not in here, you'll probably see it later. So just know we appreciate you so much. And we also appreciate this life of ours. Mm-hmm. She always comes in and she gives very helpful tips. She has a cool channel.
She keeps the chat lively.
Yes. And she gives a one-time donation. So I appreciate each and every one of you.
Good night, Lisa. Good night, RC family.
Yes. Good night, RC family.
Will we be seeing you guys tomorrow at the Magic Kingdom?
At Disney's
you going to be on the stream?
Magic Kingdom. So I'm just so happy to have met each and every one of you. But I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Sleep tight. I will enjoy my pizza.
Don't let the Animal Kingdom rats bite.
Oh, don't bring that up. He brought up a very traumatizing moment for me in life.
That thing was
huge.
I thought it was a megalodon.
I
thought it was a T-Rex, to be honest.
Anyways. Funny story to end the night.
Good night, Gino.
What was it? It was like a year or two ago. We were at Animal Kingdom, and I decided I was going to get something to drink. Of course. See?
Swiping that Visa.
Of course, I was thirsty. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try something to drink. Whatever. I thought it was like a small dog.
Good night, Michael Parker.
But I didn't know Animal Kingdom had rats that big, so.
Yeah.
A rat jumped on me.
I mean, it literally said, get out the way.
And just know, he did not help me.
I ran.
He ran. He said, oh my goodness, push me further to the rat. And ran. After the rat ran on me.
Don't be a hero. It's Mr. G always told me.
He ran towards me.
And Mr. G
ran on me.
Mr. G always told me, don't be a hero.
So why you gotta push the person down that the rat's jumping on?
Don't be a hero.
So if anything happens, do not have Michael with you because he's not going to save you. But
So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
yes,
The
I'll
Magic
see
Kingdom?
you at 1 o'clock
And
at MK. So I have to get some sleep.
Yeah, Janelle, I don't want to hear none of that funky business about muting us, too. No, that's not what up.
Anyways, we're going to have to, well, I'm going to head to bed.
You got to tell your boss, I ain't got time for y'all right now.
I'm going to eat my pizza and get ready for bed because I need my beauty sleep because I have things to do.
All right, let me do a good night. Good night, Tom. Thanks for moderating today. Good night, Janelle. Good night, Jose, Lisa, and the whole RC family.
Good night.
Night, Michael Parker Jr.
Good night.
I
like making voices for everyone.
Those are all people that say good night. So good night to all you that are watching. You're going to Knott's Berry Farm tomorrow? Okay. Okay, I see you. She said might be muted again. No, don't take that disrespect.
Mute him. Mute him so I can laugh. You wouldn't even know if you're muted. You could be muted right now.
Well, have fun at Knott's Berry Farms.
She has the captions on.
Make sure to send Serena some pictures of what it looks like. 'Cause I've seen some vlogs from there. It looks really cool. So I've never been to California. So I would really love to go to Knott's Berry Farms one day. It looks like a really nice park. So, but let us know what you guys want to see from the Magic Kingdom tomorrow. And we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow then.
Yes.
So, that about it?
Yes.
All right. Night, guys. See you tomorrow.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Bye.